Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to episode 3 of season 11 of Rivals of Waterdeep. I am Eugenio. You might know me as DM Jazzy Hands. I normally pick Kent, but this season I am one of your co-DMs behind the screen. And I shall pass it to my counterpart.
Hi, I am Brian. I am also one of your co-DMs. I usually play Virgil, but Virgil and Kent are dealing with things. My pronouns are he, him.
By dealing with things, you mean getting ready for the cosplay competition.
Well, Virgil's dealing with Kent, so...
Right, so dealing with things. You're right. Before we get too far into banter, shall we go around and introduce the other lovely faces on the screen with us?
Absolutely.
Why don't we start with some folks that we were missing last week, and we're very happy to welcome back. Masood, hi.
Hey everyone, it's Masood. I play Gazrick Nomrad. Both our pronouns are he, him, and I'm very excited to bring our traveling druid salesman to the carnival and see what wares I can procure.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh geez, I didn't think about that. Oh god.
So can we operate like sort of a transit? We can a road system. I'll take
moving swiftly forward.
Shareef.
Yeah, I'm Shareef. He, him. I'll be playing Shaka. Also he, him. Tiefling Celestial Warlock. I don't think in 11 seasons we've ever determined if Shaka is good in a kitchen or not. So it'll be interesting to see exactly how he deals with the where he was last episode, which was trying to help calm Duo's kitchenness, or made it worse.
Right. Maybe it was more Gazrick will deal with the oven and you will deal with the duo.
We'll resolve that. I remember what happened at the end of the first episode. I do. I cast a very big spell and I hope it works out in my favor.
Perfect.
My ice muffins.
Hi, everybody. It's me. I'm LaTia, and I play Dahani. Both of our pronouns are she, her, and this is the shortest intro I've ever done.
Hey, love that. Last but very much not least, Tanya.
Oh, hi. I'm your paladin ranger. Oh, my God. I forgot what I changed to. Selise Astoria, both my pronouns and hers are she. My pronoun and hers are she, her. I need more coffee.
Good. It's, as long as we're honest with where we're starting today, I think we'll be fine. Great. That's us. What's next? Ads?
Yeah, ads.
Yes.
Not LaTia this time because we've got Shareef back with us. So Shareef, why don't you tell us about some of the people that help us make this possible?
I mean, LaTia did do an awesome job.
Yes.
She is expanding her captainness from Whoosh Captain to possibly ad captain, but I have to borrow it back from her.
No, you got a hat.
In like her quest for the domination of all parts of Rivals. All right, so let's start out with D&D Beyond, y'all. So all of our character sheets, looking up spells, creating NPCs, managing encounters, rolling squishy and not squishy dice. If you do all your digital stuff, make sure to go to dndbeyond.com and check them out there. If you're live in the chat, right? So we stream every Sunday at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. There'll be some giveaways, so make sure to look out for the special code in the chat. Must be present to win, so I'll make sure to enter that and stay in till I get a chance to win that drawing to get some source material from D&D Beyond. Our dice trays and vaults are provided by Wyrmwood, Wyrmwood, at wyrmwoodgaming.com. And if you use the code RIVALS, you get free domestic shipping on your dope wooden dice vaults and trays. And we fill that with dice, and we're proud to be sponsored by Die Hard Dice. Check them out at dieharddice.com and use the code RIVALS for 10% off of that. If you like minis in your campaign, check out Eldritch Foundry at eldritch-foundry.com. If you use the code RIVALSDND there, you get 10% off of all of your mini purchases there. If you just like to support a dope company that gets you all kind of geeky swag, like Masood's infamous mug that ends up in random places he actually has right now. It's not in his dishwasher. It is not.
I'm sorry, Shareef.
It's not in his dishwasher. I'm sure he bought a second one, and the other one is
nope. No. It says Stormcrow on the other side with the missing ass, so you know this is the one that's been through it once. Yeah, but this is mine.
Cool.
And I love it. It's great.
Yeah, exactly. There's a mugs, there's shirts, there's masks, all kind of great stuff. Make sure to check them out at shop.stormcrow.com and use the code rivals for 15% off. If you want to sound so silky smooth like the Rivals crew, check out Blue Microphones, crew.bluemic.com/rivals. Any purchases that you make from Blue there, we get some credit for. So make sure to make any purchases through that affiliate link. Idle Champions, all three of us have been added to the game Idle Champions, which is pretty dope. That is Shaka, Selise, and now Dahani. I believe the Harvest event has ended, but if you have some Time Gate stuff, you can get you some Dahani if you haven't yet.
Time gates are open right now.
Oh, well,
there you go.
And
Selise has the potential to get a new skin right now for the Ascendant look.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I forgot.
Awesome.
I forgot that we have announced the big Idol Champions codename event that is going to be in two parts. Be on the lookout. There might be a second part that might involve someone else. Actually, some more of us that might be coming up soon. So yeah, check out that Ascendance Selise skin. It looks great. And if you're in the chat and you type exclamation point code, you get this week's Electrum chest, which gets you some gear. So make sure to check that out. In Idol Champion is available on everything. And if you play Warriors of Waterdeep on your mobile device, make sure to do exclamation point WoW gems to get some free in-game gems every week to help you level up there as well.
Nice.
All right. Well, that's the recap. That's the intros, which I think leaves us with. Do we have a hat? Oh yeah, we do. We got a hood.
We got a hood.
Oh,
Got a hood.
okay. I need this garment in my life.
It's great.
Yes.
All
It's phenomenal.
And the ears.
Yes, and the little ears.
Oh my god.
All right.
Incredible. It's amazing.
So everybody get your whooshing appendages ready. All right. Previously on Rivals of Waterdeep.
Whoosh.
Job, everybody.
There we go. With the
Very
chat
nice.
emotes.
Very nice. Yes, in
love
the
to
chat.
see the chat.
Always.
Yes.
We love it.
Always.
Get the whooshes
Fantastic.
going.
Yep.
Yeah.
So specifically Shareef and Masood, what happened last week?
Well,
Now, see, Shareef, I think, could probably tell us.
I think I can do a recap based on what I have an idea about.
This
Based
is
on
me
my-
at work. I put everyone on the spot.
I love it. I love it.
No, last week there was some fun and shenanigans at Rivals Con. Selise opened it brilliantly. With a fantastic off-the-cuff speech, which honestly, they would have been fine if she had just told everyone to get the heck out of the manor and walked off. I mean, to be honest. And then Duo feeling, actually, I wrote down every single panel that Selise said the Rivals were doing, because that may come back later to haunt you all. I do not know. And then, yes, so the opening ceremonies went wonderfully. And the Rivals were called together by Brian and a very, very, very apologetic Duo and handed tickets to the Witchlight Carnival, which had showed up, and it's just outside of Waterdeep. And as Kent is getting ready to enter the costume contest, Virgil is saying to keep an eye on Kent. And there was a slight incident in the kitchen. Duo had to run to take care of the ovens. Gazrick ran to take care of Duo. And then Shaka ran to take care of Gazrick.
I
think we might still have to mop up from all the ice Mephits. I'm not sure. Did they just melt, or did they? I don't know. Anyway, what do Mephits do? I don't know. But that left Selise and Dahani to wander their way just outside of Waterdeep towards the Witchlight Carnival, which was happening just outside of town. And yeah, then what happened?
We ran into some friendos in the forest, and they caused a concern because no matter what we did, one of them just was checked out. And I forget what it was that was in the trees directing it.
It was something large and ugly and eyeing you very specifically.
Yeah, it was gross.
Eyeing you. It had tentacles and one big eye in the center, and it liked to hug you all.
Those tentacles had mouths.
They did also have mouths. They like to hug and then gnaw. But yes, the hugging was first, though.
It thought I was a carryout tray, but it just say it.
Everybody wants a piece of the rivals this season is what's going on.
Gross. Fortunately, the woman with the blank look has been put to sleep, so she is, at least for the moment, no longer a threat. But the two of you, Selise and Dahani, are contending with this strange tentacled blob creature, and it's, I wouldn't say you're in deep trouble, but I also wouldn't say you're having the easiest time of it.
No,
did we miss anything?
No, I think punches were flown. Spells were cast, really nice, fun spells were cast. Dahani did this really, really sick move, like grabbing the crossbow bolt at and just like chucking it. Like it was primo. And I think we ended with some I don't want those hugs. And yeah.
Right. So Gazrick and Shaka, you two have dealt with the kitchen issue. The oven issue, the duo issue, the method issue, whatever you want to call it, and have as promised, headed out after your companions who got a head start out to the Witchlight Carnival. And as you were traveling, you got to a fork in the road, and you saw some tracks. And sort of knowing Selise and Dahani, you're pretty sure that they took the road less traveled, as it were, into the dark, creepy woods, which were not that dark and creepy, but and so we'll start with the two of you right now. You hear, you're seasoned adventurers, and you know the sounds of a struggle. So you hear the sounds of combat joined, not too far ahead of you in the trees.
How? Couple questions. What time of day is it?
It's probably a little after midday at this point. Does that feel right?
Okay.
Brian?
Yeah, the con started I was talking to you. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So it's still like light outside, basically.
Oh yeah.
And is this somewhere that you would say we've been before, or is it like a new area?
I don't think
get the proper
not,
response. Shaka.
Totally. It's not that far. You're not that far outside of Waterdeep. So I think this is not totally strange, uncharted land for you, y'all. Yeah.
Okay. It's just in the suburbs. It's just okay. Got it.
Right.
All right. Okay. Gazrick, isn't it people just did you hear that?
Yes, it seems to be troubling. We should, going by these tracks, truly, we left the most non-keel-headed members of Waterdeep into the forest alone. The first two to throw punches in the fight are now without anyone to calm them down. So
I don't think that in the middle of the day, you think they would just randomly attack people? I don't think so.
Oh, the one that people commonly call Murder Bird wouldn't just randomly attack someone
only when provoked. Only when provoked. She is a reactive murder bird.
And the former
defensive
blood hunter,
murder bird.
The former blood hunter. Also, you know.
You know what, Gazrick? Just for your sake, let's keep that in between us. Let's just keep what you just said in between us.
Hey, guys. Either way, there are friends and they're in trouble, and we need to keep after them.
Okay, yeah. Do we recognize it sounding like them?
Why don't you make a perception check, you two?
Yeah, because to be honest, if it doesn't,
then we go around. Yeah.
As
wow.
I mean, I'm just keeping it real.
Sort of, mostly.
I got a 14.
Okay.
On my perception.
I'm just bringing mine up, which even though Tanya reminded us to have our sheets up, I didn't have mine.
We need sheets for a game of D&D.
That's fine.
You read the ad about D&D Beyond.
True.
I know. All right, I got a 17.
17, nice.
Okay. Shaka, I think you do recognize the distinct sounds of Dahani and Selise in battle.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I have a question
what's
for
up?
the GMs. Just to resolve, do I have any ice methods still left, or were they all destroyed in the oven incident?
I feel like I looked that up as to how long they last.
Yeah.
And I think that they are.
They're an hour in terms of minor
they have
elementals.
since expired, although I'm just
Okay.
shoehorning in that they had something to do with the kitchen incident.
Sure. Everything was running on time, and then the hour ran up, and Gazrick forgot, and then no one was left in the kitchen to manage. Yeah. Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got to go, Gazrick. I
to
definitely
go.
hear. I
Okay.
definitely hear them for sure. So
Let's
I'm gonna
go.
rush. I'm gonna dash toward
Yeah.
that noise.
Mhm.
Rushing in.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow. Right
All right. Why don't you two roll initiative and you can, you'll see what you see and join in when you join in, I guess.
Indeed.
Cool
as-
5.
It's a
Very
cool
cool
5,
five.
Gazrick.
Cool.
That's a cool 5.
Dirty 20.
Nice. Guys.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Dirty
Shaka.
20.
Oh yeah,
thank
Shaka's
you.
ready.
Yeah.
He's ready.
Okay. All right. Did we left it at the end of a round? Is that right, Brian?
That is correct. We were at the end of
Okay,
a round.
great.
I do not know how to add them to the encounter.
If you do manual entry, you can add them in, but I've also got them on mine. All right. So the woman is still asleep on the ground. So and we'll say, Shaka and Gazrick, that you can get close enough before this round of combat starts that you can sort of see what's going on here.
Okay.
Oh, I am
So
restrained.
So I come in and just see a woman sleep on the ground. Well, I don't know if
Yeah,
she's
so
or
you-
unconscious.
Right. You see a
Understand.
woman unconscious on the ground. You see Selise, weapons at the ready, and you see Dahani wrapped in a couple of tentacles of this strange thing. And at the top of this round, it is Selise's turn first.
Oh boy. Am I close enough to try and hack Dahani free?
Oh, I should think so. Or if you're not, you certainly can be without too much trouble.
Or question, can I use produce flame without hurting Dahani?
As long as you don't crit fail.
You put that in the
Ooh.
ether. You know what? I'm just going to take my chance with the longsword. I'm like, you said that too eagerly, sir. All right, I'm using both my attacks. I'm trying to free Dahani. So, of course, I'm doing this little ways away from where she is restrained.
Do you want to like try and cut the things off and do damage to free her? Or do you want to like pull her out of this thing?
No, I'm cutting the tentacles.
Okay. Just making sure.
Just slicing at the, okay.
Yeah, so a 22
That
and
works,
a
right?
27.
Both hit.
Ooh, hello. This is what happens when you got too many dice on your desk. What did you do?
Throw them all, pick a couple of numbers.
Honestly,
I'm sure
it's fine.
Sure.
God, I forgot how to add 13 and 10.
23. All right.
23 damage. Let's see, and
Yes.
that's from a longsword.
Correct.
Mm,
Is that like piercing and slashing?
yes.
Yes,
Slashing
it is
from a long sword.
Slashing.
That is great. When your sword comes and goes right, I mean, you get good, like you get the tentacles in good. I assume you're aiming kind of closer to the larger mass for the ones that seem to be grappled around Dahani.
Yep.
That is fantastic. The creature, it recoils back. As it's recoiling, though, from the wound, lightning arcs out towards Selise.
Oh,
The heck?
For for 5 lightning
Excuse?
damage. Yeah, it
Hold
does 5
on, I
lightning
can
damage.
dodge.
Can you?
I've got actions in combat. That will be a dodge.
Sweet. I'm gonna have to
so
ask
you
Eugenio
just
how
used-
dodging works.
You
I
just
can't
used your
do it.
action to attack. So
So I can't
unfortunately.
Dang nabbit.
Okay, I
No,
knew I
it's
had a
very
flowchart of
thrust.
these. I'm sorry.
No, don't
Okay.
apologize.
So-
but I'm gonna
No.
give you a little more fun, Brian, because she slashed twice. So there are 2 gouts of lightning blood.
Well, let's see
Oh.
here.
Ew.
Oh, I'm so sorry. And
It's like
oddly
static
enough, the second one doesn't go towards you. It goes towards Dahani.
No.
oh! While she's in tentacles. Oh my god.
No.
Yeah,
I cut her
so,
free.
There,
No.
Yeah.
I cut
So,
it free.
so
Okay.
both of you take 5. Both of you take 5 lightning damage. This thing is I'm never letting you put this in an encounter again. Yeah,
Can I get an attack of opportunity since it attacked me, or no?
This is a
move.
Yeah. Dang it.
It's more of a reaction attack to being attacked. So unfortunately,
I'm trying to get in all the damage I can.
I know you are. I will say though, the good news, I think, and Brian, you can of course veto this, but I do think a significant amount of damage. So Dahani, on your turn, if you want to try and escape the grapple, you can have advantage on whatever check you do.
Yeah, the large creature it's not doing well. You have actually done quite a lot to it. Everything that's happening right now it's just like it's lashing out with any and everything it's got.
Hold on, I do have a reaction I can use.
What's that?
I can finally use this. I can finally use Rebuke the Violent.
Nice.
It must make a wisdom saving throw of DC 15. On failure, the attacker takes radiant damage equal to the damage it just dealt, or half the damage on success. So either take 3 or 5 radiant if it fails the DC.
Okay.
What is the DC?
15.
Well, it did a natural 20, so that's a 25. So
half of that 5 is 2.
I'm burning this plant down. Or whatever it is.
I love it.
And yeah, you notice that while it really recoiled from this time you did it before, it doesn't really get phased by this, but it is the other tentacles that are not holding Dahani are not as active and whipping around as they were. It is really like, this would be the equivalent of record scratch for this creature.
I love that. All right. So Selise trying to hack Dahani free. You see this happening in Shaka. It is your turn.
Sweet. I'm pretty freaked out if I see like Dahani encaptured in tentacles. So I'm pretty much gonna go as big as I can toward this monster. So I would like to use Finger of Death. Where I just give them the finger. No.
Can you specify which finger is the finger of death?
I think.
I
think that's, if it's successful, that's absolutely how I'm going to cast it.
What's the ritual to cast it? Just wondering. What are the somatic components?
You got to roll a con save of 17.
Oh boy!
Holy cow!
Oh, there's a lot of damage either way. I gotta say
that is a complete fail. Hit a 14 on that con save.
All right.
What does Finger of Death do for the uninitiated?
You said negative energy cursing through a creature that you can see within range, causing searing pain. Takes 7d8 plus 30 necrotic damage plus on a fail, 30? Or half on a save. Now, I don't think this thing counts as a humanoid, does it? It's like a floating.
No,
it doesn't.
It is a very large floating. Yeah.
Yeah. If it was a humanoid, then if it was killed, it would rise as a zombie that I could control. But that's cool.
Oh, that'd be cool.
All right. Cool. So so I'm gonna roll this 78s. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So many.
Oh, look at all that. All right. So actually not that great. 30, so that's 60 points of damage.
Not that great, excuse me.
I mean, it's 78. So I mean, I thought I'd get a little more, but it's fine.
So it was the 78 plus
30 more.
Plus 30. So I rolled a 30 and then I add 30 for 60.
60 damage.
Right. So your finger of choice points at the creature, and this negative energy. Does it like arc out? Describe how this how Shaka basically, I want to say, rebukes this, because this is so badass.
No, I mean, so like I walk in, I see this woman on the ground. I see like Dahani, who especially in Rebel's End was like we were like a team, so like I'm super upset. So I think kind of like almost as a gut reaction, instead of Shaka clenching his fist, his fingers kind of like outstretch, right?
Jazzy.
And then he doesn't jazz it, but that would be pretty funny. And then out of his, surely it's his middle finger. Out of his middle finger on his right hand, you just see, you don't even see like an arc or anything. You just see kind of what looks like a disturbance in the air. So it like it just looks like a wave of like kind of like a disturbance in the air that goes directly to the eye of this creature.
And as this air disturbance, almost like seeing heat waves off like in the distance, just like sizzles through the air towards this creature, right in the eye. It's dead.
Nice.
It essentially the tentacles kind of drop from behind it. The other ones weren't active. I don't really know how negative energy affects like.
I mean, we can get gross with it.
I'm not getting gross. We already got gross with the tentacles. No. But yeah, it essentially just goes thud. You have more than taken a piece out of this, and you actually kind of see that sizzle go through the eye and kind of tear through the eye towards the back of this large orb. So you've kind of cratered it, and it's just no more.
Yeah,
Tanya,
I'll say shock.
Shakes the tentacles off of her.
Yeah, I definitely kind of let out an exasperated kind of gasp because I'm not used to like casting these really high level spells. I just kind of let that gasp out, and then I look around and say, "What just happened?"
Are we out of combat?
You are out of combat. Yes, the woman is asleep on the ground. The tentacle thing is very dead.
Gazrick's running up, ready to cast so many spells. You're in the back, like burst through the bushes. Ah! It's done.
Why are you yelling? Where were you?
I was in the kitchen. You can't trust duo with an. What is that?
We don't know.
We don't know.
Is everyone okay? Does anyone need healing? Is everyone fine?
I don't need
Healing or
hailing, but I need healing.
Okay, fine.
You just dropped ale on top of the honey.
Amazing.
I store.
Yeah.
Gazrick, as you storm in, ready to throw spells blazing, and you're now realizing, okay, it's time to like calm down and do some healing.
Yeah.
You realize like this was the first time you were going to be able to like fight something alongside your party members in a while, because you were gone. And they basically had to do everything without you. And this sparks some memory about when they rescued you. What about this? What brings to mind something about your rescue from this moment as you're healing Dahani and Selise?
I think it kind of feels a little bit like the shoe is on the other foot in this moment. Because I think by the time the rivals, like, it took so long to finally track like Gazrick down through all the trials and tribulations that they had to deal with, that I think Gazrick, when they bust through the door, he was already basically undoing his shackles on his way out.
So by the time the rivals got you, you were making your escape.
I literally run into each other in the waiting room as they're like coming in through the front doors, and I've gotten past the security lock.
Yeah, that's how it went down. You're right. Yeah,
that's exactly what happened.
I remember that. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Eric was very confused by it all, but somehow, it was me and the NPC Eric Walrick, who somehow managed.
I'm sorry, what?
Eric Walrick? We don't remember Eric Walrick?
I remember Eric.
I remember Eric.
I didn't think he had a surname.
You just had a name.
This entire time.
Okay.
Okay.
Go back, check the tapes. Check the tapes, fam.
No, I believe you.
Yeah.
Note to self, check Gazrick to make sure he's really Gazrick.
That's another check.
It's an army of Gazrick somewhere for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, the rivals have defeated a very large orb eye thing, and by Shaka basically blasting it through its I don't know. Is that cranium? I don't know anatomy of monsters.
All cranium, yeah.
Gazrick rolled in ready and then realized, oh, all I got to do is some hailing, and yeah. What now?
Can I
I healed
actually? Oh,
Tahani
go ahead.
for 19 hit points.
Heck yeah, that's
Heck
Both
yeah.
of us or Dahani?
Oh, first Tahani, and then I'll roll again for the Selise.
Yeah,
So
I can heal as well if people are in
Yeah.
really bad shape.
I have and oh wow, Selise, and well, someone gets 29, someone gets 19. Who needs it? Who needs it more?
Ow.
Yeah,
I was down 128 out of 200.
yeah. You
128,
take the 29.
29,
Take the 29.
absolutely for sure.
Yeah, that thing hurt me.
Yeah. I also have
Did hurt you.
heal, but I didn't which is 70 straight up hit points.
That's we're fine.
Okay,
I'm good.
You're probably fine.
okay, cool. Okay.
What does
I
that do?
I mean, I want to while he's healing, I want to investigate this woman. Like
Nope,
I'm
same
this
thing.
woman on the ground.
Shaka
Oh
and
my
Dahani
goodness.
both, because
I love that. Why don't either one of you make a perception check? Or sorry, either both of you make a perception check, or if you would prefer, one of you can make it with advantage as you're helping each other out.
Can we do an investigation since we're like, or would it be okay, I'll do.
Oh, yeah. Or if you want to split it up and you want to do investigation, Dahani, you're welcome to either one, either two. Yeah, whatever combination of that y'all want.
I would like to help Shaka with his investigation check if that's what he wants to make, because I saw some stuff going on with her, and I would like to point that out to him while he's investigating.
Yeah. I can imagine that like Shaka's still in a bit of a freak out mode after exasperating himself from the spell, and when he just dashes over to this woman, it's like, whoa. And he's just kinda
No. So she's sleeping, but I don't know how to say this without sounding weird, but there is something in her skull.
Yeah, it looked like a worm.
Yeah, you can make an investigation check if you want with advantage.
I'll investigate on her head, I guess.
Yeah. We'll be generous today. We'll let this check be for all of her.
I'll investigate on her skull. Investigate on her skull.
Oh my goodness.
That is a 23.
Yeah. Well, so you find two things. Since it sounds like you're starting at her head, I will just say that out of the corner of your eye, you clock and think, oh, I'll get to that next. But you do see a little piece of parchment coming out of sort of an interior pocket of her cloak. But then you go and Dahani's like, there's something, points, and you start examining and you see something move behind her eyes. And then you see a sort of small worm-like tentacle, and then a second one begin to sort of poke out of her ear.
Wow, I'm totally freaking out. Can you grab the parchment, Dahani? That's in her pocket.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, okay. But what about the?
I pull my sword.
Yeah, I was about to say,
why?
Is like enough of it poking out that I could grab it, or is it like a small little part?
I think you could probably grab it. Yeah, if you're quick enough, sure.
Why would you do that?
I'm trying to grab it.
If
I'm
he's
trying
able
to grab it.
I really want a ready charm monster, please.
How would you
I got you.
Baldur's
Got
Gate?
it, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm gonna try to grab it. Can I? What I roll to grab it?
I think this
Like
is sort of a quick thing. If you want to do athletics, that's fine. I'll also say you could do sleight of hand if that's any better.
I would much prefer sleight of hand. I have a -1 in the athletics.
Amazing. I'm gonna go ahead.
Go.
Okay. All right. That is an 18.
Yeah, so I contested it and got a 10. So you grab these tentacles and immediately you feel it try to pull back in, but you've got a grip on it, whatever you want to do next.
I want to pull as hard as I can.
Yeah.
That's gonna be
it's not great. I will be kind and forego the particulars of the description, but you pull and pull and pull. You're very welcome. And eventually you pull out a two-legged, multi-tentacled brain puppy.
I knew it. Oh my God.
Sweet.
So that means you just pulled the brain out, right?
Yes-ish.
Look, I played that opening of Baldur's Gate.
I mean, yes.
So cute, though. They're so cute.
Okay.
And it is sort of squirming around. It doesn't seem to have the wherewithal. It looks like it was maybe a little bit affected by whatever knocked out the body too. So it's a little like languid in its movements. So it hasn't yet fully reacted to your yanking it out of this woman's head.
Okay, so I'm like, quick, somebody get. Does anyone have anything to put this in?
I charm monster immediately while it's still distracted. Yeah.
Okay. What's that? A wisdom saving throw?
It's a wisdom saving
brains,
throw.
I'm telling you.
Will animal friendship work on it?
I don't have animal friendship prepared, and that's the issue. Yeah.
And for you, Selise, this is nothing normal enough, nothing natural enough to be affected by animal friendship. It is definitely not your run-of-the-mill beast.
Anytime we say animal friendship, I think of like an animality from Mortal Kombat. I don't know why. Animal friendship.
Animal friendship.
It could happen.
Mm-hmm.
It would make a great pet for Brian, but no.
Gotta beat an 18.
It got an 11.
Oh.
Okay. So what feeble objections to being pulled out of its cozy home begin to sort of chill out. That's the wrong creature.
Oh, please.
No, go ahead.
Okay. Easy. It's all right. All right, Shaka, let him down. It's okay. It's okay. Hey,
all right. I let him down, but I'm like, I'm keeping him. I'm keeping it away from the woman. Well, I guess the remains of her. I'm gonna place it down.
I wanna cast frostbite kind of around it because it's now outside of a body to prevent any decomposition on it, to calm it in some capacity as a cantrip. As I was like, all right, buddy, here we go. Here are my hands. It's okay. Ooh, very good. Okay. Okay. All right.
This is wild, and I love it.
What is happening here? What has been going on? All right.
I don't know.
It's all right.
Can I put it to sleep?
I've got an hour before we need to. Right now, it seems pretty calm.
It does seem fairly calm.
It's I'm cooling it down. This is too hot for a brain to be out in public.
I have, as the person who brought Brian home, I have questions.
Yeah. This is Yeah,
what's the parchment say?
So you can. I can't look at this. I can't deal with this. What does the parchment say? Yeah, absolutely. The parchment, very simply, one sort of scrawled sentence that simply says, "Don't let them reach the carnival." And at the bottom, where a signature would be, you just see a dark circle with 10 spokes radiating out from it.
Oh.
You make, you know what? You can all make history checks. Shaka, take advantage.
Yeah.
My worst subject as a character and a person.
Same.
I know who this is.
Yeah.
Oh, it's still bad. It's 6.
I got an 11.
I got
7.
I got a dirty 20 fittingly.
Well, this makes all of the sense in the world. Shaka, there is no doubt that is the symbol of the Xanathar. That thing that was wrapped around Dahani is beholder kin. It is not a proper beholder, but it is of the family. And you know that the Xanathar made use of these brain creatures, these intellect devourers in the past. This has something to do with your nemesis.
Yeah, so I look around and like say, y'all, this is definitely the Xanathar. I don't know why they're after us now, but y'all know my relationship with this thing that tricked me through most of my life. And if they're after me now, I don't know why they're preventing us from getting to the carnival or how they even knew we were going to the carnival. But I have a feeling I'm going to have to end this chapter of my life sometime.
So we need to destroy that thing so it can't go back until the Xenothard failed.
I put it on my shoulder while I'm putting my cap on it. What? What do you mean? No, it's fine. Look, we can keep it and figure out information from it. It's
Gazrick, as you put it up on your shoulder, it is very much still friendly toward you. It's not going to do anything bad to you, but its tentacles sort of like stroke the side of your head, and you hear a little voice in your head say,
"Please, friend, they can't reach the carnival. Don't let them."
I'm just like, no, it's all good. And as I hear that, hat back off, put it back on me, put it down. Yep. Yeah, you can do whatever you want with it. Bye-bye, bud. That thing is no friend of ours right now. But it's cool. It's cool. Maybe we just put it on ice somewhere or restrain it.
No, we're going to. And Selise just kind of looks at it, looks at everyone else. You may not want to watch this.
So stop them from the carnival?
No.
Oh, that's just in Gazrick's head.
Oh.
Yeah. It's awful. It's awful.
Sorry, but we're going to the carnival. Go ahead, do what you need to do.
We've all seen this movie. Okay.
Yeah.
I turn my flowers. Just look at the flowers.
Can I look at just this what is a husk, I imagine, of without a brain? Well,
yeah, let me so Selise, are you just ending this? Because that's fine. It's not, I mean, at this point it won't take much.
I mean, I was just gonna be real extra and use Searing Smite just to make sure it was dead.
Just to make sure. Yes, then absolutely. You call upon the power of Tyr because this thing ain't right. And just end it with a little greasy smudge after is all that's left, I sort of imagine. Does that feel right?
If that, there's just like a scorch mark and just like there's like little gibbets on the ground, but there's not enough for it to be left. Look.
Yes. Good for you. Yes. Inspiration. What a gross thing to say. Now it's shoes on the other foot.
That is my revenge for Motherland.
That's right. That's right. You take it. Yeah. So that is ended. That's fine. Gazrick, you're checking over this woman. I guess a medicine check?
Sure. Got a +5. Got a 15.
There is no help for her. That thing replaced her brain entirely. So she is in fact exactly what you said, just a husk at this point.
So in my investigation, did I notice anything about what she was wearing? Any insignia? I mean, I know from the parchment that she got the message from the beholder, but is there from Xanthar, is there anything else that I would have picked up based on her garb or anything?
Yeah, that's a good question. You don't notice anything else Xanathar related, but you do catch sight sewn really, really tiny, just sort of on the inside of like her cloak. You see a little insignia of like a small sort of, to call it a thieves guild is perhaps generous, but a small little band that you've heard of in Waterdeep. They don't cause a ton of trouble. They're usually, just like petty crimes and mischief and stuff. But you recognize that insignia as being theirs. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Sweet. Sounds good.
All right.
So.
Well, y'all, I guess the question is, do we go to this carnival? I feel like they might be expecting us there as like a backup plan if this person didn't stop us.
I'm sure they are.
I think that the fact that they don't want us to go to the carnival has only made me want to go to the carnival more.
Exactly. Who's gatekeeping this carnival from us? Hey, we got tickets. We should go.
I've never been to a carnival, and this only increases my desire to go to the carnival.
They're very fun. I mean, usually the carnivals in Icewind Dale are always about ice fishing and doing a lot of ice sports related. It'll be nice to go someplace room temperature, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I was a little worried about Duo and Brian at the Manor, but I'm sure Kent and Virgil have that all handled. So I think we're good.
Smash
All right.
cut to like vert to Kent dressing up in their room upstairs and just complete chaos downstairs in the kitchen.
So are you dressing up as like the most like just what you would normal wear, or like an extreme version of?
I mean, I'm getting out the
Okay.
like finest of the finery for it, if that's what you're asking.
Okay.
He's cheating.
I don't know. It could be meta though. Like you could be cosplaying somebody trying to cosplay you, so you dress down because they're trying. You know.
I don't think Kent is. I think the balance of Kent wanting to look good and wanting to fool people about it not being him, I think they sway more towards the look good side.
Is
Wait.
Virgil then running all the other panels? Is that what's happening?
He's
Like-
running-
Oh, they brought speakers in. They did all kinds. They were
They
prepared.
did. Mhm.
Got it.
Yeah, everything is handled. Virgil is mostly trying to keep Kent from causing too much chaos, and yeah, keeping an eye on Duo and Brian and making sure that they don't sign anything else in the rival's absence.
Mm-hmm.
Then to the carnival we go.
All right.
Yep.
All right. It's a little ways ahead. You're probably about halfway there by the time this little encounter happened. And so after a little bit longer, you see in the distance some the lights and sounds of well, for those of you who have been to a carnival before, of a carnival. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I don't know if Shaka's been to a carnival.
Oh,
So I think he's
Two
been
of
pretty.
you. I love that.
yeah.
I mean, he would know what it is, but I don't think he's actually attended one. So he's
Sure.
pretty amazed.
But
I
yeah, as you
fried food.
approach, say again.
I smell fried food.
Correct.
At the very least, fried food.
But sure.
Love it.
I don't want to get into that either. No. But yeah, as you approach, you actually come out of your wooden thicket shortcut, and you see the main path from the forest kind of leading towards it, and as you see it, you catch sight of the merriment, you catch sight of the lights, you see dragonflies flying overhead, and a mist, which doesn't make sense for this time of day, but a magical mist is sort of like providing ambiance for the carnival. And you can see like excited people are heading in. There are features and there's music coming, and you can see rides, and in the distance you can see some performers like stilt walkers and clowns and tumbling and the one thing you mostly notice is everyone appears to be having the best time. Like there's just laughter and merriment. It almost is as though it exudes beyond the carnival gates. Just enough. But yeah, it's gorgeous. It's lovely. It's fun. For anyone who hasn't been to a carnival, go. Just don't get on any of the rides because I don't trust those things.
It's fair.
Oh, that was a real life advice moment, not a.
Yeah, those are real life advice. Yeah.
Okay.
Are some things universal? Is this like
No. Not like theme parks, carnivals.
cars?
Where they have to where they have to bring in all of the rides, and you don't know how long it's been since they've been serviced.
Yeah. If you haven't gotten the Wild Beyond the Witchlight adventure, it's delightful to read through. It's so fun and good.
Yeah, that's great.
Beautiful, evocative art too. Go check it out, y'all.
So really, you approach the gate, and it's sort of a lovely floral archway, and as you approach, there's a ticket booth at the front. And above the booth there's a silver statue of it. I'm actually reading because this is gorgeous. A silver statue of a dancing fairy is mounted on the roof of this ticket booth and surrounded by fluttering butterflies. The booth is decorated with an animated depiction of the night sky with shooting stars arcing across it. And as you slowly, whether you choose to mingle with the crowds or remain social distance, all good. But as the group finally gets up to it, you see an elderly goblin at the ticket booth, and he's staring at you for some reason through a spyglass. And he merely says, "Greetings, fairgoers."
How close is he with the spyglass? Like right in our face. Oh no,
not far.
Oh, I'm gonna give him the bird eye. Like I'm gonna put my like. Hello.
Yes, there you are. I can see you now. Yes. Greetings, fair goers. Are you here for the carnival?
Yes.
Well, my name is Nicholas, and wait, say that again? And he actually pulls out an ear horn and holds it up. Again, really close to you.
Yeah, yes.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, I can hear you. I'm not, no. And you said you have tickets?
Yes, right?
This is
Did a duo give you out tickets, right? Or no? Okay.
This is most unorthodox. Normally people buy tickets here, but you already have tickets. Let me see one of those tickets. And he holds up the spyglass towards you as if expecting you to hold the ticket up to the end of the spyglass.
I hold up my ticket.
Oh, you are invited guests? Oh, this is most unorthodox.
Where
you letting us in or what?
Okay.
And he's looking at top. Yeah.
We're invited in, right? Right?
And he gives you all a hairy eye and yes. Oh, yes. Fine. But wait. Since you already have tickets, there's one more thing you need. And he reaches under the ticket booth because he's like kind of on the stairs and reaches underneath and pulls out. I forgot how many of you there were for a moment because we're not doing it.
I was like, well,
so did. I'm like, wait a second. And he pulls out 4 sets of fake butterfly wings. Normally, if you bought a ticket, you'd get these with your ticket. I don't know why you didn't get them with your ticket, but you must have these around the fair. It's best to wear them because they're fun, but you must have them while you're in the carnival.
Oh,
and he hands a set. He hands a set to each of you.
Are they the same set of wings, or are they like identifiable in any way, shape, or form? Like, are they different colors, or are they all like?
No, I mean they are different colors. They're varied. They're very kind of crafted cloth butterfly wings, as you know, like you might have on in real world, like on a backpack kind of wing kind of thing. They're just crafted cloth butterfly wings. There's nothing that seems to be, identifiable about them. They're just fun.
Oh, okay.
I always love when like ominous sci-fi shows are like, yeah, it's for fun. What's wrong with fun?
So are they like big enough for us to put on, or are they like little? Oh, yeah. So like okay.
How you'll notice that?
Imagine.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, you go. No, you go ahead.
I was just going to say, you'll notice that that if you see any fairgoers, everyone has them. Not everyone is wearing them, but all of the guests of the carnival have them, and all of the you start to notice some that do match, some that are particularly like monarch butterfly looking, and those seem to indicate staff members of the carnival, and they are all wearing them. So it looks like it's your choice if you want to wear it, but you have to have them with you.
Okay, I'll put mine on. It's nice, right? Looks good. Right.
Dahani is considering the logistics of her own wings and more wings.
Wings on wings.
Wings on wings on wings.
Wings on wings on wings.
It's a Sunday special.
Oh no.
Good. Very good.
But yes. And since you already seem to have tickets, I enjoy the carnival. He's still a little confused. As he previously indicated, people usually buy tickets from him, but this must be a special occasion. So you're essentially at the ticket booth. The archway is in front of you, and you are more than welcome to proceed into the fair. Sorry,
I would like to ask Nicholas. I'd like to ask him a question before we go in.
What's that? You have a question? What? Yes.
Yeah. So I lean over, so I'm directly in this thing and say, are there any other invited guests?
No.
That you
Wait, what?
Sorry. Are there any more invited guests?
Invited pests. guests. No, you're the first. I'm sorry, guests. You said guests. Yes. No, I'm sorry. Yes. No, I didn't. No, they're not. That's very unorthodox. He starts muttering to himself about how unorthodox. It's very unorthodox. But no, just you four, apparently.
Okay.
If you're ever in town again, right now there's this thing if you're off work called Rivals Con happening down the road. There's some great merchandise. I like take one of the flyers. I was like, go buy some stuff. There's some great people there. You maybe learn a little bit more about us.
I start ushering Gazrick into the carnival.
As you're wandering away, you can see Nicholas like looking through his spyglass at looks like fun. And he puts it discreetly underneath the booth along with other things.
So Selise, you are ushering folks in. You're ushering Gazrick in, and I suppose the rest are coming with you. Yeah.
I'm just like, come on. And I just put my wings across. Oh God, I don't have a shield. I do have a shield, right?
You do. I think so. I think you still have it, right?
I couldn't remember.
If you're wearing it, yeah.
I could not remember. My wings are spread across my shield.
Oh, that's cute. I like that. Just out of curiosity, real quick, where did the rest of yours end up?
I'm wearing mine.
I love that.
Aw, yay.
Honey, it's going to be too much work to try to like put them on her wings. So she's actually put them on her arm so that they're kind of like in this awkward position, like right behind her neck and right above her wing joints.
Nice.
So strange looking. I love it.
It's really
just like little mini neck wings, sort of.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah, incredible. Gazrick, where are yours?
Oh, just on my back, kind of scraping the bottom of the ground because their size.
Right. He did just all one size fits all, except clearly not true.
Right.
Yeah, I love it. All right, so as you all walk in with your wings proudly displayed wherever they may be, you look in and you see. I mean, it is think the revealing scene in a movie about a very bright and exciting carnival, right? There are noises, there are smells, there are lights, there are sounds everywhere. But very quickly, the first sound that you all hear is the sound of a person yelling, "Oi! No, come back here, you little devil!" And you see running around the corner. The first thing that you notice is this man who is clearly a staff member of the Witchlight Carnival because he's got the monarch wings. And he is just looking frantic and running and chasing something. And as you sort of take this in and have a look at what he's chasing, you see a good-sized, but obviously a puppy, three-headed wolf pup. Just running like away from this guy, and no insight check required. Like, this wolf pup does not mean anyone harm. It thinks it is playing the best game in the world, and it runs straight for you all.
I kneel down and just hold my arms out,
and it leaps into them immediately.
Oh,
and I just hold the dog, and I'm like, "No, my dog."
I don't know. I think that's stealing.
Selise, you immediately notice as you hold on to this thing that the two heads on the sides are illusory. They're not really there.
And I just I pet the real head.
Right, yeah.
Who did this to you?
And the Witchlight hand sort of comes up and says, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I'll take him."
No.
Oh, well, it's just that he snuck in.
No.
And he shouldn't. Right. But the problem is that he's not. I feel like we're getting sort of a pattern here.
Hey, my friend, we are invited guests to the Witchlight Carnival. We're the rivals of Waterdeep. I don't think you know who we are. So I think this stray puppy might be our +1.
Yeah, what do we have to do to make the puppy be here legally?
Legally?
I'll charm person this guy. I got spots.
You're welcome to. For what it's worth, as soon as you say invited guests, he sort of loses steam and sort of looks like, I don't know what to do. Is very much the vibe this dude is giving off.
And as you're having this back and forth, it's almost like there's a palpable air around you and around the attractions and the people around you, and it's drawing so much attention. And it almost feels like the shine of the carnival is dulling just a little bit as you're having this back and forth. And especially when Selise adamantly said no, everything just lost a tiny bit of shine. And approaching, and you can see the carnival hand panicked, staring behind you. Approaching just comes a voice and saying, "Oh, well, this is rather interesting, isn't it?"
And who might you be?
And as you turn, you see what looks like someone dressed almost harlequinade, very, 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 not clown, more of, let's say, fancy jester, not like any jester, like fancy jester, clown makeup. He's twirling this wand that appears to have sort of a butterfly on top, and he's doing like the equivalent of a David Bowie in Labyrinth, but with the cane. It's doing tricks. It appears to be doing it on its own. And he leans back and he says, "Oh, I'm Mr. Light. And what's happening here?" And he looks at the tip of his wand, and he looks back at you like, what's going on here? And then he fixes eyes with the carnival hand. Are we all having fun?
We're having a lot of fun.
Right. See, she said you two were having a grand time. It's just that we got a little stray who snuck in, and we know how important it is that everyone's got tickets and all that. And well, I wasn't really clear. I'm still new. Wasn't sure if that counted for three-headed pups, and I just wanted to be sure that the rules were being. I'm talking too much. I'm sorry.
And Selise just is holding this puppy. Well, he doesn't actually have three heads. Someone illusioned this poor little dog.
Oh. Oh, that is terribly charming. Oh, and he does seem to have taken to you.
Does he need wings? Can we go back and get him like wings?
You can use my wings.
No, I think I heard somebody mention as I walked up +1.
Yes, mine.
And +1 sounds like we had a guest list. Did we have a guest list?
Hi, we're the Rivals of Waterdeep. Bit of celebrities. We were invited to this event. I'm Gazrick Nomrad. I'm kind of head of marketing.
You said Rivals. That's right. We did. We invited the Rivals. That's right, because you're so much fun, and we knew it would be wonderful to have you honored guests at the Witchlight Carnival.
I want to make an insight the moment he recognizes Rivals to see if he was. It's just an act, like he knew.
Right.
I just want to get a read on this. A beat on Mr. Light. Oh, it's a 29.
Wow.
What?
19 plus 10.
Well, now that you have seen into Mr. Light's soul,
just the bottom of Gazrick's beard curls up an inch, like it understands him personally.
He's genuinely he is genuinely. It's almost as though he has to play the role of like, oh, Rivals, yes. Yes, I do believe myself. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Did I introduce myself? I'm so sorry.
Mr. Light. Yes.
Yes, I did. Oh, you already have heard of me. That is so delightful. I love it. Yes, Mr. Witch and I did want to invite you because we set up our carnival outside of Waterdeep, and we wanted to make sure that there might be anyone who was important enough to show up, and we wanted to make sure that you did. So we sent you, we did send you some tickets. Was there any trouble at the ticket booth?
No. I think Nicholas was great.
I see you have wings. That's lovely. I don't think we can get wings for the puppy.
At this
Probably
point,
not, no. Okay.
Walking up behind Light comes another striking, but in a completely different way, individual. This man has a black top hat with a little red rosette and sort of a red ribbon tied around it. And he's wearing a slightly long, maybe knee length, sort of tweed coat with great big black lapels and a big, bright red rose, what's the word I'm looking for? Thing that you
Boutonniere?
put on your lapel. Thank you, boutonniere.
Yeah.
And
Second before
has this beautiful gold chain. Looks like maybe it goes to a pocket watch, sort of hanging in front of him and in one of his pockets. And he just walks up and he has a small pair of butterfly wings in his hand. And he hands them to you, Selise. And he leans over to Mr. Light and whispers something to Mr. Light. Sort of tips his hat at all of you and gestures for the Witchlight hand to follow him.
And as he does this, Mr. Light looks again at the tip of his vein, and around you, you feel the atmosphere lighten again. It's almost as if like the sun covered the clouds for a moment, and it has passed, and everything seems fine and fair and fun. And it appears that we did have a pair that will fit the dog. I never thought of that. We'll have to think about that. We have them that fit the children, but never the dog. So yes.
Can I roll an Arcana on his vein, on that thing, that old thing?
Foul thing.
I didn't know it was like that. Shaka.
Pardon
me as I now leave this room.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Go ahead. I will figure this out as we go. Let's go.
Heck yeah. I'm here. We got this.
All right. 15.
15.
Yeah, I would say with a 15, you can tell that it is absolutely it's absolutely a magical item. And the way he's been looking at it, the way he's detected the mood, something about this allows him simply to make sure everyone's having a good time or know if they're not.
Okay. Sweet.
What?
I think
How did
I didn't even enter the giveaway.
Oh, that's
yeah,
peculiar.
very surprising.
It's
Look
rigged.
at that.
Congratulations.
So,
Congrats to you. Yeah.
Is there
so yes,
It's okay.
you can tell that you can tell the vein that he's carrying
Yeah.
and flittering around as if it's a nothing. He's basically, it's like, oh, it's a nothing object, but it is magical, and from your observation of the conversation, you can tell it at the very least is allowing him to sense the mood of the carnival.
So, for clarification, vein like weather vein, not like
It's
an arm vein,
it's
like
Yeah.
VANE, not
VANE.
VEIN.
the
Okay.
So yeah,
Yeah,
like a weather vane, a bit of a, I don't know what, like not longer than a wand, I guess, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
a big
Not like a
baton.
vein in his arm.
Yeah.
Oh God. Well, this just got dark.
Pulsing up his arm.
It was already
Now
dark.
it got dark. Just now it got dark.
Just now.
Yeah.
The brain puppy
Wow,
didn't get it, but
But no, it's essentially it's like, it's not quite the length of a walking stick, but it's maybe 3/4. And
Yeah.
yeah,
It's
he's,
like
he's
about-
holding
maybe
it,
about
he's
that
gripping it,
big.
he's spinning it and tossing it around. But it absolutely does exude power, and that's from your observation what you can tell he's doing with it.
cool.
Sweet.
So I guess we should enjoy the festival then, huh? The carnival?
Oh, absolutely. I
Yeah.
absolutely want you all to have the absolute best time
Um,
here. Now, normally we don't actually send out tickets. Normally people buy tickets, but we want to make sure that, as invited guests, you at the very least have, because we assume that you're very busy.
Yeah.
I mean, we're very honored that you're here, but we assume that you're busy. So we wanted to just make sure, and he kind of gestures. He gestures further on ahead in. There are games we would love for you to enter and perhaps have some fun, play a game. There are some lovely moving attractions to get around the park, to see the fair in all of its glory. But most importantly, we really just want you to have a good time.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. That's so kind of you. And you mentioned you all travel a bit across Faerun, stopping at locations that seem worth interest to you all.
Wherever
you
the wind
run-
takes us.
Oh, how delightful. Do you ever find yourself returning? Like, when's the next time you'd be in Waterdeep? And what are your stops along the way? Could I give you some gold to pick up a few things for me? And we could sort of run a transit program, a market your carnival. We'd sort of, like, Gazrick is now truly, like, after getting this idea that this dude is running an act, Gazrick is trying to be a businessman to this businessman. I know that this dude is his festival, and I want to see if I can, like, in a way, like, kind of cut through the BS. Be like, yeah, what are your numbers? What are you pulling in? How's revenue streams? Yeah.
He swings it in a figure eight and rests it on his shoulder and leans in. I have people for that. Are you the people for them?
I am just a cook and a detective and a businessman. Many things.
Oh, thank goodness. I would have hated for our ticket to have gone to the wrong person. I assumed that you were an adventurer like the rivals. So I wanted to make sure that we had the right person.
Oh, no. I don't adventure. I just make sure everyone gets home safe.
He's the designated adventurer.
I'm not
your name and your name again.
Gazrick Nomrad.
He draws the name in the air as if he's making a note of it to file away from. I'll remember that. If there's anyone here interested in dealing with you, that's such a treat. I'll make sure they get back to you.
One last thing, as I kind of just literally shove Gazrick aside. Just
Working
like you're
trip.
going to get us arrested. I'm moving you aside. do you mind unweaving whatever spell this is? It makes this poor dog look like a small Cerberus.
Oh, that's not mine. That's
Oh,
not
I
ours.
know. I'm not that kind of. I don't have that kind of ability. That's why I'm asking you.
And Mr. Light, he kind of leans in a little closer to the puppy and gets a friendly look back. And he's like, you've caused a lot of trouble for us today, but wouldn't it be more fun to just have fun? And
I was just being the dog, but sure.
Oh, yes.
I'm no good. I'm done.
And as the dog is basically, it is a friendly dog, and it just kind of is like, you see those other heads shimmer away.
And I pet the, because I'm holding this puppy, by the way.
It's I don't know. You like gotta hip check me out of the way. It's not or with one hand still like holding.
I mean, Selise is a tall fighter. She can hold a dog in one hand and shove you.
This is not a small dog. The dog's tail might have actually just been like,
Yeah.
Moves across Gazrick's face as he's
hilarious. Selise, will you make me an Arcana check for when that happens?
Oh, sure. This is where I regret giving up being fully paladin, because that Arcana bonus was nice. But that is actually a 16.
Yeah, the dog did that. Ooh. That wasn't something that was done to the dog. That's the dog. The dog did that.
I booped the dog very gently and I was, oh, you're a naughty little pup. You're mischievous, aren't you?
I love this dog.
I did not have this. We did not expect to have to do this.
Nope, but I'm loving it.
Okay.
And I just lean down in the dog, like nose to nose the dog. Are you gonna behave if you stay with us? Can I put you down, or do you want me to carry you?
And his little legs start going.
He wants down.
Yeah.
And I put him down very gently, and I'm like, will you stay next to me?
He sort of barks at you and then runs around you twice, but never like gets any further from you. And then just like stops by your side and sits down.
Druid crafted a leave-based leash. I mean, it doesn't look like you need it. You don't need it. He looks pretty good, but.
Oh. Do you want that? Could you just like make a collar?
Yeah. No. It continue like the druid like it's vine to like grow like, softly. Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. That's so cool.
Okay.
I just kneel down and hold it open to see if the dog will go or the.
Oh yeah, he immediately starts. Yeah, he immediately starts sniffing and like sticking his head in it.
All right, I buckle it gently, and now I've got a wolf.
Seeing all of this take place, Mr. Light simply goes, I do so like when things work out and everyone has fun. And he looks at you all and says, please enjoy your stay at the Witchlight Carnival. And he turns to walk off, following in the direction of Mr. Witch, who and the carnival hand that walked off with him.
Okay. So now it's just the rivals. We don't trust that guy, right? Like no one trusts that guy. Is that 100%? We're on the level on that.
Yes, but I feel like if we say that out loud, the carnival will change again.
Okay.
I was just about to say that exact same thing.
Okay, never mind. My bad beat. Oh, I love that guy. Oh, so cool. Such a cool guy. Let's go.
Gazrick, make a deception check.
Oh, cool. I'd love to.
Wait,
It's a 13. It's a 13.
Okay, all right. So like things get a little brighter with your enthusiasm, just a little. But
okay.
you fake it well enough that like the carnival gets a little cheerier.
Shaka's looking for the closest game.
Oh yeah. There are several very nearby. Shall we tell you what's nearby? Hold on.
Please.
Yeah, can we do a stroll like as a group to like
Yeah. Yeah,
Should've
so you
actually
can
gotten
stroll
the
in a
book
little
out for
bit.
this one.
I know, right?
Yeah.
And Shaka, you're looking for games. So right, very close by, right, within pretty much view from where you're standing, there are 4 games that you see. One of them, they all have little stalls and barkers out front and little signs at the top that sort of name the game. And so you see these games nearby. You see Outstare the Cyclops, and you can see there's just sort of an open little area where there's just a Cyclops sitting cross-legged, staring at a gnome who's standing in front of him. There's another game called Almirage Ring Toss, and you can't really see the playing field, but you can see people standing there tossing rings at something. There is a game called Catch the Dragon by the Tail, which has people getting into like a little clear crystal container with a fairy dragon and getting blindfolded and trying to catch it. And then there is a game called Guess the Number of Feathers, and you see a group of caged cockatrices. You recognize them, and you imagine that it's well, the title's pretty self-explanatory.
Wow, this is incredible.
Right?
Yeah.
What do you want to play?
I think
Selise is. Oh, go ahead.
I think Shaka wants to try the ring toss.
All right, the Almirage Ring Toss, sure.
Oh.
So you can head over there. Go ahead. Did someone?
No. I was just gonna say after that, Dahani wants to stare down the Cyclops.
I had a feeling.
I'll guess feathers.
Okay, so oh wait, we had Shaka ring toss, Dahani stir, Masood
Feathers.
Guessing
Feathers.
cockatrice feathers. Yeah.
Okay. And Selise, you're welcome to
Selise-
double up or pick your own.
Selise is going to find a bench and go hang out with her new dog.
Yeah.
All right.
I love everything about that.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see here. So eeny, meeny, we'll start with the ring toss.
All right.
And yeah, you see like all the carnival booths, this one is very much similar to the ones of a game of chance that you might have seen at a boardwalk or a county fair. And there's a barker. There's like, this Almirage is no mirage, adorn its horn with 2 or 3 rings to win a prize. And you see that people are tossing rings at a wooden statuette of an Almirage. It's a little bunny-like creature with a unicorn's horn.
Mhm.
And you see people getting very excited and tossing. And then as the ring nears the table, they're like, oh. And you realize as you look closer that the little statue is teleporting around. It's teleporting around. And perhaps people are trying to guess where it's going to appear. Perhaps there's someone who's doing the carnival version of card counting and trying to predict its movements. Who knows? But so far, it doesn't really appear like anyone's gotten more than 1 ring. And sadly, it does need 2 or 3 rings to win.
How many rings do I get?
Hold a second. You get 3 rings. I'm reading again from the supplement because
2 or 3 rings.
So cool. You get 3 rings, and this actually is a dexterity check.
Okay.
Against a DC 17.
Oh, 17.
So every.
Yeah. Before I do that, can I kind of stand and see if I can see any pattern in the teleportation? Or is it like random?
Let me see here. For that, I would say for Shaka, knowing Shaka,
That's what I was gonna say.
I would say you could give me investigation or arcana.
Okay. Now let's do yeah, well, I get the same modifiers, so I'll just pick arcana for funsies. All right, 13. So not great, not.
Yeah, I mean, you see it teleporting around, and where it teleports, it leaves a bit of a puff of smoke, and you're not sure if the puff of smoke is preceding the teleporting or post-seeding, following. I don't know.
Yeah, I like post-seeding.
I didn't say it, but in my head, I thought
I like post-seeding. The water deep.
So you can't tell if the little purple puff of smoke is coming where it's going to land, where it left. But you're really with a 13 on that, you're really in the same boat as the fairgoers. And yeah, you've been given 3 rings, and so each one is a DC 17 dexterity check, and you need 2 tosses to win.
Okay.
Let's do it.
So I'm gonna roll them all individually because I feel like it'll
oh yeah, we're gonna narrate each of these tosses.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Of course we are. Of course we are.
Okay.
It's like a fighting game match. You have to pay attention to each one.
All right. So the first toss is a 9. So I imagine that Shaka, because that the post-seeding smoke, he was trying to go off of that. And so he kind of incorrectly guessed where he thought it would teleport. He tried to lead it. But that smoke was, it was like, is it pre-seeding? Is it post-seeding? He just couldn't figure it out. So he missed very badly.
He actually got caught up on the actual, like, what should the word be? Is it post-seeding or is it something else? And he was just distracted by that.
It makes sense. It's like that has to be a word in common. It has to.
Right.
Yeah.
For sure. All right. Toss number 2. Okay.
No.
So rolled a 7. Now he said, well, if I got that one wrong with the post-seeding, maybe this one is pre-seeding. so he's still trying to figure out these word choices. Another awful toss, just completely not even close to anybody else. So he's trying to sear himself up.
Yeah, the barker there has watched you miss not pretty badly twice and goes, oh, I mean, but 2 to win, but hey, we'll give you a cheer if you make the 3rd one.
Yeah, this is definitely like me in gym class, by the way, with any kind of softball or any kind of gym sport like that. All right, so let's try to win 1 to at least try to salvage something from here.
Yeah.
And a 9. Yeah, so I'll say at this point, Shaka has calculated that he can't win. He doesn't really want the pity clap. So he sort of just throws this without even trying. He just kind of tosses it, kind of whatever. So obviously it misses.
It flies through the air, and it even has the thing that rings when they and it settles out. And the booth attendant looks at you, and he was like, "Oh, I really thought you were quite close on a few of those, really." And he looks to the next person behind you and says, "Try your luck. Anyone try your luck?" And he looks at you and says, "I at the very least hope you had fun."
You don't have to say that to me, but thank you. I appreciate your joyous method. Any tips you have to do better at this game?
Well, honestly, I think it's just a lot of luck.
Yeah. Sounds like it's kind of stacked against the regular people, right? Kind
Is
of.
it?
All right. So
he's now mulling over exactly how much of this conversation he can continue, and really, it's like, I do hope you had fun.
Thank you.
Yeah, and we're back.
Shaka gonna be out here costing people their jobs, maybe their lives.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna go and look for the next person. I'll probably go. I imagine that Cyclops is in view, so I want to see how Dahani does against the Cyclops.
I think that's great. So you head over to where Dahani is, and we'll zoom in over while those two are heading that way over to Gazrick, who has decided that the most dangerous sounding of the games with this cage of cockatrices is where you want to be.
I can count them.
Yeah, absolutely. So you head over there, and the barker is sort of yelling out, "Birds of a feather, how about feathers of a bird? Step right up and guess how many feathers festoon this fiendish fowl." Yusa!
My God.
I'd like to make a
God.
nature check of what I know about cockatrices before I like. Is that okay? Like,
yeah, hell yeah, that's okay.
Thank you.
Applied knowledge is not cheating.
14 plus 8. No, it's cocked. It's either a 14 plus 8 or a 6 plus 8.
Reroll it.
Reroll.
I like the 14 plus 8, but
Yeah,
sure. 14 plus 8.
There you go. So you know that cockatrices have fewer feathers than you would think by looking at them, because they overlap less than like a normal chicken, right? Sure. So whatever. So I'm gonna have you make a check to guess the number of feathers, and you can have advantage on it.
Cool. Thank you. That sounds great. I would love to try. Yes. Please. You can call me Mr. Nomrad.
Mr. Nomrad, you look like a clever fellow. We haven't had a winner all day. Maybe it'll be you.
All right. Perception is the roll.
Actually, this one is going to, because you're counting. You're trying to math up how many feathers fit. So this one's an intelligence check.
Okay.
You can have advantage, though.
Straight up intelligence. I like that.
Straight up intelligence.
Well, that's a dirty 20.
Well, that'll probably do, but roll against easy crit.
It's a dirty 22.
Yeah. You win if you get within like 10 feathers. You get within like 3.
Yeah. 64.
And there's like a brief pause on this barker's face, because it's been a while since anybody actually got that close. And he just sort of, we have a winner! Yes. And he
Shaka,
turns around.
These games are easy.
Ow.
Mean. And he turns around. Oh, that's true. That's true. He turns around and turns to his prize wall. Hey, Gazrick, roll me a D8.
Nice.
I'm definitely gonna lie and say I won it as well when I say
Oh, for sure. So. Oh, for sure.
I rolled a 6.
Okay. So he pulls something off his prize wall, off a little shelf behind him, and hands you what looks like a face painting kit. But there's a little note on it that tells you that there is a bit of magic in this face paint. And whatever you paint will become real for 1 hour. So basically, you can use this face paint kit to cast Disguise Self one time. There's only enough paint for one application. But yeah.
Is that like a thin bar, like one of those watercolor kits that you would get? Or is
exactly.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Very fancy. Nice. This is going to be, I'm going to figure out how I use this to make myself taller later. Like I paint my pants longer and like Gazrick grows for an hour.
And then your pants are really long. It's very strange.
My pants are really long. Yeah.
Love it. All right.
It's like fantastic, and then I shout on the way out, number 64 or something close like it, as I like sort of walk away.
Oh, you're ruining the game.
No, it's fun. Everyone's having a good time, right? Everyone's having fun.
Gazrick, make a perception check.
Yeah,
that Barker's gonna be mad.
Well,
it's a 9. It's a 9.
Okay. So you say that, and you're just sort of looking at the crowd, and several fairgoers like rush up to the stall to get the barker to like punch their ticket, make a guess. And as you're walking away, Gazrick, you hear, what did you say, 64?
Yeah.
Yeah, you hear them say 64, like very confidently right away, like in the middle of the barker's spiel. And the barker goes, ooh, no, in fact, that is too far off. It is 42. And you turn and look, and the number of cockatrices in the cage has changed.
Ooh. House always wins.
And the barker just sort of gives you a little wink and then turns back to the barkers.
Cool. It's cool. Hey, Shaka, look what I got. And I like kind of run over to see, because you went after Tahani, right? Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went toward the Cyclops.
So now I'll go.
You finna try
loop
Magical
up at the
Carnival. Okay.
Cyclops. Yeah.
All right.
And back over as Shaka is strolling up. Tahani is she's waiting her turn, and at the booth, as said, it's kind of set up. The barker is off to one side, and it's not really an open field per se, but it's a bit open. And they're and the barker is yelling out, "What do you do when the eye of the Cyclops falls on you? You stare right back if you've got the stamina." And you see that the Cyclops is sitting there cross-legged and folding its arms, and it's waiting, and the last person to walk off didn't win, but still really seems to be happy about it, like they're just having a blast today. And the rules are whoever blinks first loses. Now, this is determined with a Constitution check.
Mm-hmm.
Test your might.
Right? Okay.
Right.
I can do this. I can do this. So
Nope,
Dahani, like this Cyclops is sitting there, and so Dahani, she actually like flies up to the Cyclops eye level. She crosses her feet in midair and crosses her arms in midair, and she just hovers and proceeds to have a staring contest with the Cyclops. I'm so afraid. Oh my gosh.
All right. I want
to roll a real D20 for this.
All right.
Yeah.
Our contestant seems ready. Can she outstare the Cyclops, everyone?
I love
That
this.
is a 15.
And between you, it's like you're staring, and he's staring, and you're staring, and he's staring, and it's like it's tense. It's tense, but I don't know. It's as if it had a thought about whether post-seeding or pre-seeding is a word, and the Cyclops blinks.
I was also getting closer in very small increments. I was hovering, but I was also just getting closer.
Dahani's like, we don't play. We don't play.
I like Tahani in copter mode, just like stasis.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like this is like a Chult game.
So yes, the Cyclops blinks and looks very, very put out and kind of humps around, and you notice as the Cyclops is doing it, like there's really no dust flying. There's no like anything. The Cyclops is it's a bit of an illusion.
Oh.
But
I was actually gonna go up to it and like try to shake its hand, like in a kind of like congratulatory, but also like commiseration. But like
as you do that, the barker looks slightly horrified that you're approaching it, and is just like, no touching the talent. Winner, 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 like screaming, like, winner, winner. Winner, winner.
Yes.
I do like a midair cartwheel.
Fancy ass. Fancy AF. But Dahani, winner, roll a D8 for me.
Super. I'm so excited about this. I rolled a 5.
Oh, this is so appropriate. Appropriate. So the barker, now glad that you are not attempting to you're not attempting to touch the
talent,
the very real Cyclops, the very, very real Cyclops. He hands over what looks like a unicorn horn, and as he hands it over, you notice that it makes a kind of a sound, because it's a replica horn filled with candy.
Oh, sweet.
So, a replica unicorn horn filled with candy. It does have, it's got nerds in it. Pink are the best. Don't at me.
I love it.
Congrats.
Yay!
Perhaps
We broke.
these nerds.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that.
Oh,
Ready with it, with the
Okay.
product placement.
I don't like candy that's not chocolate, so I have these.
We're pros. We're pros at this, y'all.
oh, that's okay. Wait until you see what Selise has been doing.
Yeah,
Oh,
I like it.
I was just going to say.
Yeah.
So as you all finish up your games, what has Selise been up to?
Selise has been sitting there, but first, she went and got some cotton candy.
Very good. Very good.
So she's sitting there with cotton candy, and she is not giving any to the wolf puppy, but she's
Good.
talking. She's talking to the doggo, and just like, where did you come from? Why did you sneak in? And she's just having this conversation with the
Sure. And occasionally he's paying attention, and occasionally he's, chasing small bugs around you and looking up at you when he catches one, all proud.
good boy.
Yeah. I mean, her.
I'm a ranger. I might understand him. This isn't even actually open, so
Oh.
I haven't opened it yet, so it will go back under my desk, but it will be a
There you
snack
go.
later.
There you go.
And so she's just like having this good conversation with her new puppy.
I love that. So the three of you have finished up your games, Gazrick and Dahani and Shaka. You can rejoin Selise and the puppy.
Oh, did you think of a name?
Yes, Fenris.
Fenris. Great name. Good. Hey,
Wonderful
what's up,
name.
bud?
Good name.
There's still we got to 3 of the games. There's still one more if we could check out before the next thing.
Yeah, we're just a bunch of winners here. It's pretty cool.
Wow.
Do I need a deception check, Shaka?
Like we're
Sure,
both
sure.
holding like our gifts in our hands. Like-
Right.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Um,
so like regardless of what my deception check is, I'm gonna rifle through my pockets and the
Oh,
first thing I
incredible.
can find.
Oh,
love it.
Incredible.
Love it.
I am also holding. Let's see.
Love it.
pull out your golden
I got a
dragon.
1.
Oh
Okay, what do you pull out? What do you pull out that is so obviously not a carnival prize?
I pull out basically a drawing that Duo did for me. It's kind of like a balled up drawing that I forgot that I put there because he told me, "Hey, I made this for you. Can you keep this?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." I balled it up. I put it in my pocket. It's just a bad drawing of me essentially, and I pull that out and say, just actually I don't say anything. I just hold it and say, "Yeah, we're all winners." Yeah.
I mean,
Oh no.
Duo hasn't drawn anything for me, so you are a winner.
Mm-hmm.
No, this isn't from Duo. I got this from the gift from the ring toss.
Yeah,
It's
you sure?
set-
You sure did, buddy. You sure did.
I mean, it's pretty amazing that they had this of me, but we are invited guests, so I guess they prepared it for us, right? Pretty cool.
Selise just looks at you like,
Dahani is very blatantly ignoring the signature to Shaka from Duo at the bottom.
So one more game, huh? So we could give it. Maybe Shaka, you want to try again? I mean, you won already. Maybe you want to win again.
Yeah,
Okay.
no. I think we should. I think we should give Selise a chance if she wants to. Or maybe Fenris. Maybe Fenris can try.
You want to play
Let
this
the
game,
pup
bud?
play a game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, hold up. So, like, guess.
Yeah.
How many feathers you think?
Well, no. If it's catching a dragon, I think Fenris might be good at
right.
catching that dragon.
Oh yeah,
Actually.
catch the dragon by the tail.
Yeah.
I have to admit, based on the rules of Catch Dragon by the Tail, putting you in blindfolded with a red dragon flying around, I don't really think they had planned on canine companions playing this game.
Weird, I know, but
Yeah.
also, do you want Fenris to get eaten? What is wrong with you?
it's just a little
It's
red
just a little
hairy
red
dragon.
dragon.
This is
Both
us.
of y'all.
Nothing is ever that simple.
You know what? You're absolutely right. I don't even know what I was thinking.
However, after the games, if you remember back, Mr. Wait, which one was I? Mr.
Mr. Light.
We've done this though. All of our planning,
yes.
we both are like, which
one are you?
No.
Mr. Light did mention that, in addition to the games, he also invited you to try out one of the moving attractions. And within immediate notice, there are a few things that are, you hear, honestly, you hear laughter and merriment from everywhere. So it's not like, oh, you've locked this down. But there looks like there's an attraction off to the way, and it looks like people are kind of floating in bubbles and giggling and laughing, and the bubbles go up and they come back down. And then also the dragonflies that you saw as you were approaching, those are more just to advertise the fair, but there also appears to be a bit of a, the best reference I have is like a sky tram of an amusement park. There appears to be like a back and forth of large dragonflies going back and forth, and these are available for people to hop in, to ride on, to essentially get an aerial view of the carnival, and of course to have fun. Every time I say fun, it sounds more ominous. I'm so sorry.
I know, right? I keep thinking that, like, I'm gonna try and describe something not creepy. Nope, didn't do it. Didn't manage.
I was like, you're failing here. You're failing.
Yeah, it's October. You can't avoid it. Right
and it's
now.
a carnival, and I don't care what plane that carnival's from. It's gonna be a little creepy.
Right.
That's true. So those are some options if you would essentially like to enjoy like
an overview.
Thank you.
A
I lost my words.
relaxing overview. That's all right. That's why there's two of us, because I do it all the time.
Do you want to take a look and see everything that the fair has to offer?
Sure.
Cool.
Yeah, check it out.
Bubbles or dragonflies?
I'll go to the dragonfly, right? For seems appropriate.
Does it look like, do either of them like hold more than one person? Like, can there be multiple people in a bubble versus like multiple people in a dragonfly?
I think both of them can hold two people at once, we'll say. So you all would, up to you.
Selise takes this moment to inform you all that she is terrified of heights.
Okay. That's cool. That's totally fine.
And we'll be like, I'll watch your stuff, me and Fenris.
Oh God, Selise is me at Six Flags.
Okay.
Selise is
So
me.
I was legitimately afraid of this when we put this together. I was like, but
well, the only problem is now one of us has to go solo, right? If it
No,
takes
you don't.
two people.
There's
Fenris can
five.
go. Yeah.
No, Fenris isn't going with you.
Oh, okay.
So there's only the three of you. So yeah, one of you will have to.
One of us
Two of
has
you
to
can
go
double
solo.
up.
Is Fenris just not going
Wait
with
a minute.
me? Can
Hold on a
Fenris go with other
second.
people?
Hold on a second. Gazrick is the equivalent of a small child. He can sit on someone's lap.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Wow.
Gnomes are small size, so that is true. Actually, if you all want
He
to,
doesn't meet the height requirement for the ride to go himself.
It's a good joke. Listen, it's a great joke even, but come on.
I mean, realistically, Gazrick, you cannot tell me that you haven't used that to your advantage.
Yes. All right, fine. Fine. I mean, I was going to make myself taller with this. I haven't figured it out yet, but I was going to. But it's cool. I guess it's not
wait for that to happen.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, let's do it. We'll go.
I mean, also, like, Gazrick and I are like the equivalent of like one regular height person. You forget that Tahani is really short.
Also true.
I do always forget that.
It stings less coming from Tahani. It really does. Like, yeah.
Yeah,
I love it. So
yes. Yeah.
Try to do.
Is this
three in a
dragonflies or
bubble.
bubbles? In a bubble. All right.
I want to try the bubble.
Okay.
Yeah.
No,
Always
sure.
wanted to be Glinda.
Right? Oh, yes, absolutely.
That
I have a
was
dragonfly story, but I'll tell it at the end. So this is it's better. Yeah.
Oh no.
You all head over to what you see is this enormous 20-foot tall teapot that is resting on a wooden platform, and the surface is painted with all of these designs, and the teapot is sort of spinning and whirling, and you can see like flying dragons breathing streams of bubbles on the teapot and all of this. You see this great big sign above it that calls this area the Bubble Pot Teapot. Bubble Pop teapot. Sorry. And you can see a little door at the base of the teapot that lets you inside. And as you go in, you show your tickets, and the ride attendant sort of waves you on through. And you can see that there is a little line of a couple of guests ahead of you, and you basically just stand on this circle, and very much like the big bubble things that like are at like school fairs and stuff, where you stand in it and then you like pull the thing up and you're encased in a bubble. It's like that, except the bubble stays around the people when the attendant lifts up the thingy, and as the bubble sort of closes up top, it begins to float off the ground with the people inside of it going with it. And so you all can step up and get in your bubble if you so desire.
Yes.
All right. You get up there, and the goblin attendant sort of hands each of you a teacup full of like sweet, flowery smelling herbal tea. Welcome to the bubble pot teapot. Step in, keep your arms and legs inside of the bubble at all times. It'll end real badly for you if you don't enjoy the ride.
Great. It'll be us three. And then I just keep walking because I don't want to try to explain. But, it'll be us three. Thank you.
Step in.
It just sort of shrugs the goblin. Lets y'all forward and creates your bubble, and you begin to float up, and you see there's a little hole up in the ceiling, and you all sort of float through the hole. The bubble just fits, and you all float out, and you realize that you have floated out the spout of this enormous teapot, and the whole of the fair is laid out below you. You can see where almost called her Tanya, where Selise and Fenris are hanging with your stuff at a very comfortable bench, enjoying. You still enjoying that candy floss? Or you got something new, Selise? Because I got. Oh, you're muted.
I got whatever the equivalent of a coffee would be.
Oh, sure. All right.
I guess is there coffee in the Feywild? I don't know.
Oh, I can't. I mean, I think there has to be.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So there is. You went up to a little place and you got. Oh yeah, they have a little. Like. It's very sweet. Sort of everything you've gotten here to eat and drink is. But yeah, you've got a little coffee drink. So you all can see Selise down there, out below, and it really does look. I love it. I love it. Oh, I want to go to a theme park with you all. Can I have everybody make perception checks, please, from up on high? You can all have advantage since you are, in fact, up on high.
Sweet.
A dirty 20.
Nice.
10.
Okay.
21.
21. Tahani is your name. Tahani and Gazrick. You both, I just can't today. You are both looking out and sort of enjoying, it's just everyone also looks so happy, and the lights and the colors are bright and vibrant. And so it is because this area is different that your eye is drawn to it. You're drawn over to sort of one of the larger looking attractions that you can see here at the carnival. There's a sign above it that says the Hall of Illusions. And there is a person who is sort of at the edge of the tent for the Hall of Illusions. And the light and the color around them is just a little, noticeably to you two, dimmer. As you look a little bit closer, what's that? Go ahead.
I was about to make a Lion King joke. What about that shadowy plane?
Must never go
Not
there.
that. Not
Except
that.
maybe please do, because it's probably important.
It's plot related.
Yeah.
It's plot related.
And you see, and you see them. It's the dampening of color and light that catches your eye, but then you do sort of see them looking a little shifty, just sort of like at the corner of the building, just looking around.
I would like to point out this individual to my bubble companions.
I see him too. Why is it noticeably dimmer? That's the weird, you know what I mean? That's what I don't understand.
It's like it's like they're taking the light from the surrounding area. Once we come down,
Yeah.
I want to go to there.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. As this conversation's going on, Shaka is trying to get an overhead look at the ring game, and still trying to see if he can sense some kind of. He's still stuck on this post-seeding, preceding thing. And so
love that. Does anything about what Gazrick and Dahani say at all distract your attention, or are you on this Almirage ring toss?
I think with that perception roll, no.
Okay, great. I love that.
Yeah,
lovely.
All right.
And yeah, it's it essentially, you've been kind of up, and it's just floating up, and it's really kind of a straight up and a little bit wavery because it is a teapot, so the steam has got the bubbles doing, and then it, after about a minute, you have spotted someone, and Shaka has spotted no one.
But he's got an idea. There's got to be a pattern.
The bubble actually just alarmingly pops.
Oh no.
Up in the air.
I just told you.
Just for a moment, just as your heart might leap into your throat, you notice that you are very slowly and very gently just descending down back to the front of the attraction.
Okay.
Like before Dahani takes flight,
I look over my shoulders. Are the wings doing anything? No. Okay,
no, but that's very cute.
No,
I really thought
cute.
that's like the reason we were slow falling was because the ring, like we had actually decided to put the wings on. If we hadn't,
it's bubble magic.
Very good idea, but
yes,
no.
you got to remember that. Yeah,
I do like that though.
There's that moment where, like, right before we realize that we're slow falling, that Dahani's brain splits into two, trying to figure out which one of them she's going to try to say.
Yeah.
Oh
no! This is like,
the Sophie's choice, of like the end of The Good Son, but a lot better.
Oh no!
I could. Yeah, Gazrick is Macaulay in that situation for sure, right? Like he's totally Macaulay Culkin.
Dang.
As someone who's not seen this movie, I take it as an insult.
Yeah, right.
Gazrick can also fly.
So I got it. I'm good. Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm dying.
So yeah, you've gotten your aerial view. You have floated back down to the front of the attraction, and you make your way back to Selise, who is chilling, enjoying coffee, enjoying her new companion Fenris, and just taking it all in.
Go ahead, Dahani.
Hey, Selise, we saw a place that we definitely should go. Well, I saw a place that I think we definitely should go.
I also saw it.
Oh, you did?
We both saw it.
What'd you guys see?
You were with them.
I think Shaka was mumbling under his breath something about pre-seeding and post-seeding. I think he might still be stuck on his game.
Yeah, what game?
Why do you care?
We're all winners here. We're all
winners. We're all winners. It would just, you got a great view of the carnival, so I didn't know that you noticed anything specific.
It would be fun for us to look at this cool exhibit. I try to make eyes with Selise about it. It would be
I can see you.
Yes, and they can hear us. So it's good that we try to do things that are fun.
Okay, it might be. It'll be fun, I'm sure. Let's go.
Cool.
Selise is like, I wish I knew sign language.
Always.
Start learning how to blink in Morse code or something like that.
That's exactly right.
Actually,
so
one more. Yeah.
Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was saying someone will eventually learn the message spell, but it won't be today.
Not today is not that day.
So,
you all start heading
Virgil's
over.
the one that knows the message spell. Yeah,
of course.
That makes sense.
You all start heading over towards where Dahani and Gazrick spotted the Hall of Illusions. And Selise and Shaka, as you all get closer to the hall, you all do notice a little bit, actually, that the color and light dampening has sort of spread to encompass more of this area, like more of the Hall of Illusions itself. And so there is definitely something going on here. And we will find out what it is next week.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh no!
Cliffhangers. I love it.
It's what you get when you get let me anywhere near a DM's chair, shared or otherwise.
Oh gosh,
all
you're right.
the cliffhangers.
Oh, you're
all
right.
the cliffhangers.
Very fun.
Thanks so much for hanging out with us, folks.
Yeah.
This was a great time. You all were great.
Yeah.
I'm so happy to have all four of you back with us at the carnival, playing the games. I love this stuff. For those of you who are listening to the podcast or didn't see it in chat, I did mention that all of the games that we played today are written up in The Wild Beyond the Witchlight, but there are twice as many more games that Brian and I did not choose to include in today's episode. So all kinds of cool stuff in there for you all to play with at your own carnival. I love this place. I think it's super fun.
I haven't actually cracked open the book yet, so I love it.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. Shall we go around and let people know who you are, where we can find you between now and next week's session? Why don't we go in the same order we did opening introductions, which I believe means we start with Shareef.
Sure.
Masood, I don't remember. Who cares?
You want to go, Masood?
Sure. Yeah. I'll get it out of the way.
Sorry, I ruined everything.
Hey,
Sure.
Masood, you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Maroodboy, MAHRUDEBOI. You can, right now I'm doing this stream. It's the only stream I got going on. I'm having a blast with it. I got a lot of other stuff going on in my personal life. Oh, I can announce if you're in Chicago and you're available to go see live theater and you have your vaccination status ready, you can go see The Best Decision You've Ever Made at the Second City Theater. It's a show I've been assistant directing for the past couple months. It's we open October 31st. Come on down. It's a good time. Other than that, very fast. When I was 5 years old, I was bitten by a dragonfly on my ankle. And I swear to you, I collapsed. It bit my ankle, and a moment later, I just straight up fell. So I don't like dragonflies, but I'm glad we went to Bubble.
So sorry.
That's totally fine.
I'm glad we did Bubble too. Fantastic. All right, Shareef.
Yeah, me. I'll be the seconds. So you can find me at ShareefJackson.com, ShareEF Jackson.com. Shareef Jackson on all social networks. My Kids on Bike show, Trouble in Techburg, has ended season 2, but you can check all the VODs at Pixel Circus, either on a YouTube or on Twitch. And the audio podcast feed for that as well. And be sure to check out the video game streams here on Rob's Waterdeep Tuesdays at 11 p.m. Eastern. Been playing through Acraze the Renaissance in the last few weeks. Finished that up. So might go back to Eastward, or depending on how far I am with Metroid Dread, might do that next Tuesday as well. So it's a lot of fun stuff going on. So make sure to check that out.
Excellent. Before we go on to the next outro, we are running a little close to our end time here, but we love the questions for the characters each week. And since we don't have time this week, if you would like to toss questions for the characters in the chat as normal, we will do our best to pick some of them and answer them on Twitter this week. So feel free to go ahead and toss those in and keep an eye on our Twitter account. All right, who's next? I think LaTia.
Me. Hi. I'm LaTia. You can find me everywhere at LaTia Jacquise, except for where I'm not. I'm not going to be here next week because it's Gamehole Con, and I'm really sad about it, y'all. But yeah, that's all I've got going on this week. If you will be at Gamehole Con, come hang out on the second floor in the Monica Games Lounge. I'm also doing a live stream on Saturday evening at 10 p.m. Central. In a game GM'd by Satine Phoenix with B. Dave Walters, Matthew Lillard, Elise Teague, and Adam Bradford. So come watch us do some stuff in a live stream on Saturday evening for Extra Life Charity. And that is all for me. I'm really sad that this is happening when I'm going to be gone. I might have to try and find a way to stream from my hotel room.
Oh.
Honestly,
the groan of the been there, tried that.
Right.
I
know.
Yeah, hotel Wi-Fi does not depend on your hotel rate, by the way.
I know.
No.
God. All right, that's me.
All right, Tanya.
Hi, you can find me actually tomorrow on Idle Champions. Oh God, what is it called?
Trials of
Tiamat.
There you go. I was like Tiamat.
Thank you. I was just like brain just went away. Charles Tiamat, 4 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Central, over on D&D Games channel, and we will be on front page of Twitch tomorrow. So come through, support us. I'll be playing Selise, a level 17 version of Selise. And D-Day Vultures is our DM. Pray for all of us. And Black Die Society is back. As some of you may know, the CEO of Hasbro passed suddenly, so all shows went dark on Thursday, which is why there was no Black Dice. Yeah. But we will be back this week. And then I think that's it until we come back. And that is all the D&D all the time for me. So yeah, just find me on Cypher Tier online.
Ooh. I'm Eugenio. You can find me online at DM Jazzy Hands. What do I have coming up? Tomorrow night, we've got our next episode of Courts of the Shadowfae over on the Cobalt Press Twitch channel. You can come hang out with me, DM Little Red Dot, and I'm playing with Rocket Fox, Mythomatic, and Persephoroth. So we're having a grand old time over there, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific, on the Cobalt Press channel. And then I'm actually not streaming on my channel at all next week. I am producing the stream side of a hybrid live/streamed new musicals conference and festival. I'm very excited about it, but it means I won't be around much next week. So after Courts of the Shadowfae, I will be goodbye, and I will see you next week for Rivals. So that's me this week.
And I'm Brian, Urban Bohemian, pretty much everywhere on the internet. I stream on my own Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Urban Bohemian, and I don't know what I got going on this week. I think I have a few things we can play. Rainbow Billy, the new Far Cry 6. And every Sunday is Animal Crossing. I saw the direct. I am very excited for the things that happen. So we played that on Sunday mornings, and then we keep it cozy and chill. And then I go away and come back here with these amazing people to have fun on Sunday afternoon for Rivals. So yeah, that's it for us. I think we have questions. If you have questions, please send them to us to our Twitter account. We'll answer those on Twitter. And we are going to raid Persephoroth. So everybody, don't go anywhere.
Just really quickly, we should let our producer say hi.
Oh goodness, yes, absolutely.
Yeah. We absolutely should. Yeah.
We have a lovely, lovely producer who keeps everything running so well behind the scenes, keeps us on our toes, keeps all the captions running, keeps everything on pace. Noir, if you're there, please say hi.
I've never put a sound input in so quick as the way.
You know what we did? We want to acknowledge
you're a star.
Perfect.
You're a star, and we appreciate you.
Shows
absolutely
how on it you are.
Yeah, you're on it.
We appreciate you, Noir.
Thank you, dude.
And on that note,
thank you all so much for hanging out. Noir is laughing, but I think it's a good laugh, just so you all know. Thank you all so much for hanging out. We will see you next week. We are going to go raid Persephoroth. While we're over there, be good, be on your best behavior. Spread the Rivals love. We'll see you next week. Happy gaming, y'all.
Take care, everybody.
Peace out. Peace.